if you have to glue them on or Velcro or whatever, but I've seen them on a couple Spider-Mans, and they're interchangeable, which is nice. But yeah, his.
Really?
Oh yeah, yeah. This one guy uses it for his Sam Raimi suit, and then he has a classic and stuff, and he just takes one off and puts it on.
It kind of reminds me, you've heard of the game Mirror's Edge, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of Fate's
those toe shoes.
Yeah, the parkour shoes.
Yeah. I think we had talked about it before. I think that's what they're modeled after. My girlfriend had bought a pair of those where all 5 toes were separated, and you'd think they'd be really comfortable. She likes them.
Oh, I hate those.
Yeah, like just the
worst.
I would probably wear one with the split toe, like a tabby boot. Because the grip goes in 2 different directions, probably before I'd wear the ones with all your toes in there. But the ones that Peter has on that suit are, essentially that's what they are, is parkour shoes. But I don't know if it's just the soles on his suit. It looks like they're built in, of course, video game magic and science and all that stuff, get away with anything. But yeah, like the ones that I have built into mine are basically just kung fu shoes. And I really wish I hadn't gone that route and done what Sammy had done with the water shoes on the outside.
But yeah, again, it just reminds me.
Oh yeah.
It just the bottom of the shoes kind of remind me of parkour shoes, and I actually looked into parkour shoes. Those damn things are not cheap.
Oh,
nope.
No.
Like a decent pair, maybe $100.
Yeah, and that's probably scraping the bottom of the barrel and stuff. Well, but I mean, when you're doing that kind of stuff, you need to rely on your feet taking the grip and keeping it.
No.
So, yeah.
I mean, like when you're like when you're climbing up walls and stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
One of the Spider-Man at the photo shoot, he had like all 5 of his toes separated, but they were like the parkour shoes, and that's how he was able to climb that light post.
See, I could probably do it with my kung fu shoes because the traction goes 2 different directions. But yeah, that would look gross in one of our suits with all toes separated.
Oh,
yeah, I don't think
for
that would
sure.
look good.
It's like that would look a little weird.
Yeah,
we'd be alien spiders.
Yeah, I don't think that would look right.
Radioactive spiders.
Oh wait, what is it?
What did you did?
Oh.
There you go, take a picture.
So when I was finding my shoes for Spider-Man, it took me 8 different.
I pressed the wrong button. I was pressing R2.
Buttons aren't toys.
Yeah.
Hey, rooftops are for barbecues, not
Yeah, well, it's hard to find those water shoes much longer than the week they carry them. Yeah, much longer than the week they carry them in the store. Yeah, because they've been gone since December.
Yeah, I went to 8 different Walmarts because then it's like, oh, if I can't find water shoes, then I was gonna go with like elevated shoes, like just a normal pair of tennis shoes, and then just
flops or something.
I mean, look at Nightwing's suit. It's basically the same as a spider suit. If you think about it.
Pretty close. Well, the original one, yeah.
Oh, yeah. The one from the animated series.
Yeah, it's all spandex, and then you have the soles in the bottom. Well, once again, video game, cartoon, comic logic.
does his just have a sole at the bottom?
Yeah, in the original, like if you look back at the animated series or the Adventures of Superman when he was on there more, yeah, it was just the black and blue spandex suit with the little weird mask, and then he didn't really have boots attached. They were like separate boots. It was just soles. Yeah. But he's been redesigned so many times. But like Wayne's saying, yeah, a lot of these costume heroes, if you look, they've got the indication of boots, but they're
not
part of the costume.
boots.
Yeah, they're part of the costume. Although some of them do. But that's why this spider suit here and some of the other ones with the soles the way they are, it looks fantastic.
I mean, if you look real, if you can't really see, but you can see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's grips and little knobbies
and those aren't like 2D looking thing. Like the developers actually put depth into those.
Yeah, there's little protrusions on the bottom and stuff.
Again,
it's fantastic.
I don't think I've ever looked at his shoes.
Mind you, this game came out in 2018, just a few years shy of the PS5.
Yep, and it looks fantastic.
Because the PS2, PS4 came out, I want to say 2013.
Sounds about right. I'd have to look it up. It wasn't too long after the PS3 that poor thing didn't last as long as it could have. But I've always looked, and I know you can look a little bit closer on some of the close-ups for his wrist shooters, for the web shooters and stuff.
Oh
They're
yeah,
really
you
subtle.
can actually
They're
buy his web shooters on on Etsy.
What is this buy you speak of? I'll just print my own.
Oh yeah,
But-
that too.
Yeah.
If you want to go the logical way.
No,
Yeah.
all of us have 3D printers, sir.
Do
Yeah, but I just haven't because they'd be kind of cumbersome for some of the stuff that I do.
Oh yeah,
I've got the files for them, but I'm just talking about like in game. If you go to look, they're very subtle.
and I think
There.
I think that's why they made photo mode for this game. So
Oh man.
I have a friend who cosplays as Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn, and using the photo mode helps them a lot with
reference because you can put it
Oh,
at any
Aloy is
angle
so
you want.
involved.
I mean, like you and I were talking about during your interview last year or before last, how back in the day you had to look at magazines, you had to like pause the movie, rewind it, just to
Do it from memory.
Oh, especially for those who like wanted like do like serious suits.
Well, there's a guy in my Ghostbusters group named Sean Marshall. He's a few years older than me. He built a 1-to-1 pack from when he told me, well, this was back in '84, so there was very little reference material in the form of magazines. And sometimes it was just newspaper clippings, but you'd only ever get one angle and stuff. He built it from going to see the movie like 10, 15 times in a row.
Well,
And was
I
taking
believe it.
and was drawing notes and stuff down. And I'd seen some Star Wars cosplayers that had
What?
done that too. Well, what other choice do you had, Sammy? You know, and then when the movie came out, back then, an average VHS tape was like $90 to buy, if not more. And then they realized that the rental and keeping them cheaper, they could make more money off of it that way. It was the studios weren't sure about how much money they could make off of video releases. But yeah, I think E.T. was like $99 or some shit. You know, back then, Ghostbusters was probably
What?
right around. Oh yeah, it was crazy. But like Wayne said, you know, back in the day, wasn't a lot of reference material. The internet has spoiled you kids, and it's also
yes.
created some
And also-
fantastic
Because I
stuff.
can take pictures of all angles and see what's
Especially with video games nowadays. Not every video game does it, but photo mode really does help.
Oh,
Not
it's-
just to take pictures and share on your PlayStation or Xbox, but if you're a cosplayer,
yeah. Oh, for
Like,
sure.
I think let me put a secret, like a good example.
One of the things like with some of the Halo stuff and everything back when it was coming out, a lot of people were just having to get literal rips.
Look it.
Yeah.
I'm in photo mode right now.
You can go wherever you want.
I mean, look how up
Yeah,
close.
see, and that's
Oh,
yeah, all the little
dang.
protrusions and stuff. Yeah,
I
you can
can
see
even,
the texture in the suit.
like you can see like little dots, and I think
Yeah.
we were talking about the web shooters.
Like I said, they're very subtle, but they are there. Yeah, see, they're there.
Wow.
Yeah, it looks like a watch on each hand.
Yeah.
But because of his movement and stuff, it's subtle, but they're there.
I can't like zoom in any further because then
Nope,
it'll
but
do
there,
that
there
thing.
they are.
Interesting.
Yeah, like I said, the photo modes are
You know, for like
fantastic.
the urethane rubber ones on Amazon, it is like $22 for just one of them.
I think I got a pair of mine. I can't remember from where, for my homecoming suit. They're little Velcro. They look like
Oh.
crap. I repainted them and stuff. But they were
Yeah.
There you go, yeah. nice.
I'm just like it'll look
Five
Oh,
better.
bucks.
The frames, the filters, yeah, the photo mode's a huge help with cosplaying on almost any video game. Plus all the source material, Game Informer, the internet, people doing 3D rips from the models, blah blah blah. There's so many more resources out there than there ever has been. But you can still do it
Especially
old
when
school.
you're going to Halo
But, you know, I
Spartan,
mean-
man.
But no, that's an example. Like, yeah, again, photo mode is not in every game. I've noticed photo mode is more so open world, semi-open world games.
Oh, yeah.
The Last of Us Part 1, the one that came out for PS5, has
Yeah.
a photo mode. Last of Us Part 2 had a photo mode.
Yeah.
Horizon Zero Dawn, Forbidden West, photo modes.
I think the background on my PS4, or Brandon's background on his PS4, was one of the canyons. He had just taken a picture because it was so beautiful, and he used it as the wraparound because that first game was
That's
just
so cool.
absolutely gorgeous. Oh, yeah. You could almost make an entire experience out of just taking pictures in that game,
Someone
and this
who-
one for that matter
someone-
too.
Which game?
Horizon Zero
Dawn.
or
Okay.
Forbidden West.
I haven't even started that game. Like, I started it, but I'm like 5 minutes into the
Well,
game.
also
That's it.
if you have a if you don't have a PS5, you can't play the extended DLC.
Yeah.
I don't
It-
have a PS5.
Horizon Burning Shores.
Yeah.
It's instead of like how in how in like Zero Dawn, how
Hello? Parker.
so Horizon Zero Dawn had a
Just in
DLC
time
called Frozen
to
Wilds. It was
Yep.
it was a mid game
Celebrate?
DLC. Burning Shores is an end game DLC.
Wait.
Yeah.
Where are they all?
And
And it takes place in LA.
Oh wow.
or what used to be LA anyway, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you
look at
Graphically,
Cranial
that
neural network.
Forbidden West is so
Neurotransmission
elevated
speed
from
under
Oh, yeah.
the other one that that
Faster than
PS5 is
signal
getting
travel
pushed to
inside
its
the
limit
brain.
on it. It's
Never
beautiful.
mind
I
for an external
have not really
prosthesis.
looked into the VR
We did it, Peter.
game that came out for it.
Oh,
And-
the side game.
No
I
one
I saw
Yeah.
gameplay of it. It looks really cool.
Amazing.
A content creator
And
friend of
your
mine.
work on the neural web was the key.
Oh god, I can't remember her name. I just
Look,
did
we
an
haven't
interview
even
with her
tested it
like
yet.
a while
There's
back.
so much we don't
She
know.
does
It works
VR
beautifully.
games and everything, and
Come
she
on,
was
take a look.
she's making gameplay footage of like certain achievements you can get in the game.
Oh,
This is
nice.
Impressive.
Yeah, I'm still gonna probably get it the PSVR 2
Error,
or an
though.
Oculus and stuff, but I wish they'd make a really good Spider-Man
Spike.
VR game. Now there was that
Should be easy
experience
fix.
one for Homecoming, and you could change suits and stuff, and that was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, that was to promote Homecoming. Yeah, huh?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
fun. It's serviceable. It's just not very
Yeah.
polished.
It's not
It was
great.
free.
As,
Nah, it
as the kids say, it was mid.
Yeah, but I get to run across rooftops and swing around, and it's the closest you can get. And it's
They
all.
did I think
yeah.
they did the same thing for an Iron Man game too, if I'm not
Mhm.
mistaken. Yeah.
There was that Iron Man experience one, and then the actual Iron Man game that came out that wasn't as good as it could have been.
You
but,
know what game
no.
I still want to play to this day, and I'm kind of bummed I haven't played it yet?
What?
The Batman
It's not
VR.
a puzzle game.
The Batman
Oh,
VR. The Batman
The Arkham
VR
Asylum
game.
VR. That's awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, I have that. Yeah, it's cool.
It takes place what before the events of Arkham Knight, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's
This is
like in
worse than I
between.
thought.
It's in between. I think they were charging like $20-$30 when it came out, and it's like 10 minutes worth of gameplay.
And then
Oh.
there's
Brandon and I watched
then,
like the cutscenes from
and then
it.
there's like a 30-minute game or an hour-long game called Vader Immortal.
Yep, have that one.
That one is fun.
There's
That
3
one,
episodes of that.
yeah, that takes place what after the events of episode 3, even before episode 4.
Yeah, and it's a trainee coming up underneath Vader, but it's pretty cool.
What?
Yeah, Brandon played through it before I did, but yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, there's 3 episodes on it. So are you gonna figure this puzzle out, Wayne? What are you doing, man? Puzzles are
mind you,
hard.
mind you, I haven't
Quit
played.
distracting him, Samantha.
Mind you,
I
haven't-
didn't do anything.
Mind you, I haven't played the Okay, I fucked
Wait.
up somewhere.
Oh, surprise, surprise! It's puzzles. Wayne's Bane. The damn puzzles.
Okay.
The
wait.
Bane of Wayne.
Oh, here we go. That's what I need to do.
Bane of
sure?
Wayne, oh my
Yeah, the
goodness,
Bane of
that's
Wayne is
great.
puzzles.
There we go. That's what I need
hilarious.
to
Did you get it?
do. I got it.
You sure? Doesn't look like it. Is it?
Damn it!
Yeah, my friend Matt had us try like this VR thing that someone built to like a Spider-Man simulator, and you like were swinging around. It wasn't greatly built because it was just someone who made it, but oh man, does it make you dizzy once you stop swinging?
Yeah. Well, I'd like to see a AAA VR game, but now that it's really starting to pick up and become more affordable and accessible and more popular, eventually I think we will.
It's like
Instead
your
of just a
feet
lot of
feels
FPS
like
shooters
you're
and
in
stuff.
the air, but you're on the ground. And
Yeah.
no, it's
Yeah,
weird.
it messes.
You know
with
what? Screw it. We're skipping this puzzle.
Ah!
Also, Five Nights at Freddy's in VR is so terrifying.
I'm
haven't-
actually
haven't done
speaking of Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm actually looking forward to the Five Nights at Freddy's movie coming out. It's coming. So it's coming out in theaters. It's also coming out on the streaming service Peacock. Comes
They're
out-
making a
comes out-
movie?
comes
Yeah,
out- yeah.
it's-
Oh, yeah. Though they've been trying to get a Five Nights at Freddy's movie for a long time.
Oh, for it's been a while.
It's just more of it was more of a licensing issue. That's why we had Willy's
That's
Wonderland with
terrifying.
Nicolas Cage, and that's
Which
why
was
we-
fantastic.
What
I
was?
have Willy's
Wonderland.
Oh, such a
and Banana
good movie.
Splits.
Yep, the Banana Splits one. Willy's Wonderland. Those were Five Nights at Freddy's ripoffs because getting the actual rights, and also originally Five Nights at Freddy's was gonna be done by Warner Brothers, and it was gonna be rumor was it was gonna be done by Warner Brothers and directed by Christopher Columbus, who directed the Harry Potter films.
Columbus.
Among a bunch of other stuff, yeah. Chris Columbus has been around for a while.
Interesting.
Yeah. Willy's Wonderland, as far as a Freddy's knockoff, was a blast.
That was great. It's on Hulu, which
it was totally worth watching. That was a blast.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean it's ridiculous and silly, and the whole premise is a little different than Freddy's stuff, obviously, because they want to be adjacent but not ripping off exactly. But still, it's fun.
Yeah.
And as far as the new movie, I don't know. I'll watch it, but probably
I'm gonna stream it myself because don't get me wrong, I love Five Nights at Freddy's. But do I want to go see it in theaters?
No. Nope, but you need to go see Evil Dead Rise in the theaters, I can tell you that.
Screw it, we're skipping all the puzzles!
Oh my god, wait, no!
I don't like puzzles, I don't like... So you're talking to someone who spent like almost 30 minutes on the puzzle in the Lara Croft sequel game.
Oh god. Well, okay, some of those...
Me and puzzles and adventure games...
No.
Not
your friend.
Oh, yeah, but look at those arms, and those are just two.
Everything has problems.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Imagine trying to make those in real life. Like, you can't move them, but like...
I've seen what we've done. People do the Raimi arms and get some articulation out of them. But those,
I have a friend who they use pool noodles.
Yeah, I've seen other ones done with foam and stuff.
There was someone at FanX last year that I wish I had seen, because I totally would have gotten my picture with him because I was in my spider suit, but I didn't know he was there. Where he had working arms. Were they
long like that?
Mm-hmm. They were like screen accurate and like long arms, and he had like a button on the side to like lightly push them, and then he also had buttons in his gloves to make them activate.
Don't worry.
Okay, that's
they were like, they were so cool. Saw a video of it. It's like I wish I would have seen him.
So, what do you think of this version of Octavius's concept, where he uses that little chip in the back of his neck to control the arms, unlike the one in the Raimi verse where it was attached to his spinal cord?
Well, like we were saying before, about that this take on the whole thing and his tragic fall because of and stuff, and it was more him than being corrupted by an AI, makes him a more tragic character and not being taken over.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of more for this interpretation in that regard, although the redemption arc for Otto in the Raimi one is also awesome, because he's like, oh no, you're not the boss of me anymore, that kind of stuff. But this one, because it's still Otto and he's choosing to do it, and it
hurts your feelings, man.
Yeah, I think the characterization and the fall and the whole arc with him in this one, and then just having the mechanism be what it is, that it's him, is a more tragic thing. But I do like the redemption arc and like, no, you're not controlling me anymore in the Raimi one. So I like both, but this one might be my favorite.
I do like that line in particular in Far From Home. Wait, no, No Way Home. When Otto says, the power of the sun, and then Parker says, in the palm of your hands. Mm-hmm. That scene right there alone is just like, I haven't watched the full movie, but I saw that clip online, and it's like, it made me happy cry.
Oh, you didn't see Far From Home or No Way Home? I mean,
there's too many homes.
So apparently, Disney Plus has finally gotten the rights to show all the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, they're on Disney Plus now.
I heard.
Yeah, it's like, I wonder what Sony's like. I wonder how much begging Disney had to.
That's true.
Oh, who knows?
He's doing the right thing.
But
because technically
some of us
Sony,
went and saw it in the theater and owned them on Blu-ray. Wayne, come on, man.
I have never been so excited to see a movie until I heard about No Way Home, and I stayed up till like 3 to 4 in the morning.
I will say, I do like the fact that Tom Holland's suit looks like the original animated suit in the comics.
Anytime you want to talk, just
what, at the end?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I wish we had seen it a little more, though.
Yeah, you don't see much of it, Wayne.
You just he goes through a window, right? And then you just see
and there's like a swing.
shininess.
It's a Yeah, it's really shiny, and it's an amalgamation of like 3 different suits. So it's like the Stark suit, the classic, and I'd say like the Homecoming.
Yeah.
Is the way it looks, but yeah, it's definitely worth seeing. So stream it right now. Quit playing and go watch it.
Well, I don't have
Can't
that.
believe it is.
I do have
Got the
Disney Plus,
City
so
Hall
eventually I
bar.
probably will.
We got it.
Tomato, tomato. My point is.
Oh, so here's another fun fact. The gal who voices Yuri is married to Yuri Lowenthal in real life.
Oh, really?
The voices, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I looked that up.
Did I know that? I don't know if I knew that.
I looked that up. I find it funny that his name
Oh,
in
you
real
are a
life,
party
the
animal.
voice actor for
But hey,
Spider-Man
whatever floats
in
your
real life
cruising.
is named Yuri Lowenthal,
doesn't.
and his
You
wife
earned it.
or girlfriend, I'm not sure, voices a gal named Yuri, who I did mention a few episodes back, way back, that Yuri is a character in the Spider Universe, and in some iterations she's also a villain.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that.
Oh, my phone's going off. I was like, where's that beeping coming from?
No Way Home is probably the only movie I've ever actually wanted to watch opening night.
Well,
Oh man, I suffered work the next day.
you didn't go see Avengers?
Not
Opening night?
opening night.
No.
No, we saw it the week after.
Oh,
But
we went and
No
saw
Way
both of
Home,
those.
we saw it the night it released, which was
Yeah.
at like 7.
I think we went at the 7 or 8 o'clock showing ourselves for that reason. It was, yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah, then like the next day at work, everyone, I was like, why are you so tired? It's like, well, because the previous day I stayed up till 4 a.m. to get the tickets, and I had to be up at
Spider-Man.
5. So it's like...
I'm looking forward to seeing the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, and they showed a new trailer where it shows Rocket and his animal friends before they get transported.
Peter.
Yeah.
You okay?
I'm not sure how I don't know if I want to
Getting
watch
Well,
it.
apparently the otter
I don't know how I
is in the
feel about
comics,
you
and it
running
is
this place all by yourself.
Rocket's, I
These
guess,
people need
girly
help.
friend.
I don't
If I
know.
lose a
I
few
really
hours of
never
sleep,
read
so be
Guardians
it.
much. It was always like a third string comic.
I didn't know. I don't know who the
From
Guardians
Mr.
of the
Lee
Galaxy
since-
were until I played
No.
the Lego video, the
Martin I
Lego
know
Marvel
is
video
living.
game.
Whatever's
I
become of
was,
him,
you know,
I love the
culturally
Lego
aware
games.
of
the
them.
one I want to remember.
And they even had Tony in
So-
there for a while. You know, Iron Man was
How
a
are things with
Guardian
them,
and
Jake?
stuff. So I you know, like I said,
Well,
just
it's,
aware, just never really read them.
You
I don't know.
she's,
I don't think I'm gonna go see it
complicated.
opening night, but it definitely has my interest.
You know what
Honesty.
movie I'm going to be seeing
That's what
opening
got
day
me and
though?
Ben through the rough patches.
Because I'm
Blue
kind of
Beetle.
You guys had rough
no, I'm going
patches?
to watch that. I'm going to watch
Strays?
that. I'm going to watch that on
Especially
HBO
when we were
Max.
your age.
Indiana Jones,
So-
Dial of Destiny.
Ew, what's
honest
wrong
with
with you?
Everything.
The
Hey,
show, the
hey,
real you.
it's Harrison. Hey, it's Harrison Ford's favorite character. He's even admitted that he likes playing Indy over Han Solo.
Go watch Crystal Skull again, and you might. Yeah, I'm optimistically hopeful.
We don't.
Oh,
well,
okay. Oh, yeah. See, you bring
We
up
don't
the
talk
porno
about
cast,
that?
and you gotta-
Peter?
Yeah. See,
It's just aliens.
No,
the aliens just that threw me off. I'm used to seeing the cults and the Nazis and everything.
Oh,
yeah.
And the
optimistically hopeful.
biblical artifact. I think the whole aliens. It just no. I'm used to the cult. You know, Kalima.
Yeah,
or,
I'm
you know,
optimistically hopeful
or
for
the-
it, but
or
I'm
the-
not gonna be surprised if it's bad, and I'm not gonna be surprised if it's good. I'm really middle of the ground with it, unfortunately.
I mean,